Okay, what's up, party people? I took a long ass break, longer than I should have, honestly, because I'm a bum and went to the gym and ate and then, procrastinated. Gotta focus on this. So I'm gonna do like another hour and a half. I did an hour and that was actually pretty good though. I did almost an hour 45. We'll just say an hour and a half minus 6 minutes. Um, well, actually, we'll say since I didn't take a break, well, whatever, dude. Anyway, it's 3:29. Let's jump back in. It's like waiting for this caffeine to kick in, which it didn't feel like it was kicking in. Uh, I didn't sleep very good last night. That's probably what it is. It's just not doing the trick. So, um, what exactly were we doing? We had re-enable sound, game test, debug. I can't remember what exactly I stopped. Like, what was I? Oh, I remember. Okay, we're doing camel case class name and lowercase instance names, knocking out some of this non-pressing issue shit. Um, I might inadvertently fix a couple bugs when I do it. Hopefully, not creating any. Um, but anyway, so we stopped after deck pi finished. So let's just go ahead and jump in to the next file. That doesn't have a class, so we don't have to worry about that. Now we're at game. This is going to be a big one, I think. So we got this is going to be changed to P1, P2 lowercase. This is going to be changed to locate, and then so game is capitalized, but then when we create P1 and P2 game, we definitely have it capitalized, which made it stand out. But remember that stand out, and shout, gotta make it thing, 'cause I'm gonna bleed. You gotta stand out, stand out. You remember that, bro? From Goofy movie, stand out. Anyway, so P1 game, it looked like we took care of that. Now let's go ahead and we'll search Control Shift F to search for global capital P1, and we're gonna end up changing all these to be lower P1. I know you say it's petty. I know you said I'm petty. I am petty. We're gonna look for all them, and let's just change that to lowercase, lowercase, lowercase. It's kind of hard to tell the color difference between the highlighted and the unhighlighted is like so subtle, it will trick you into, it's like one of them is mustard and the other one is like mustard mixed with a little bit of ketchup. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel. Alright, so let's undo. Didn't mean to undo all that. Undid a little bit too much. Okay, so then we are gonna change P1 to lowercase p1, p1. Okay, 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 okay. Alright, yeah, so that's looking good. Now we're gonna do the same thing we just did for P2, and I'm just like, damn, why is this caffeine not kicking in? Like, it is a little bit, but I still feel sleepy, bro. I hate that. Like, it's 3:34. It's almost. I really can't take caffeine after like really 3:30. It should be the deadline. Poke myself in the eye at work. I didn't poke myself in the eye. A package, like a slim package, poked me directly in the eye, dude. Like bad. And it actually fucked up my vision. Like it's been 2 days. It's been like over a day. It happened Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember really, but like when it happened, it hurt pretty bad. I don't think I ever been poked in the eye like that before. And um, it was pretty ass. It was pretty bad. Like now I see double out of my right eye, which is the eye that poked me in, and I'm just like, man, I hope it gets better, cause like I had like 20/20 vision, dude. I don't want to be, you know. Okay, so now we're at P2 to P2. Like I just noticed, I can tell my vision is not perfect. Like it's a little bit off now, and I'm like, man, like I work. Them people got too much out of me, bro. They can't get my fucking eyesight too. Like they work me too hard. I can't give them my eyes, dude. Like I'm not giving you those. I done gave y'all my back. Like for real. You ever work for UPS, dude? UPS, you're gonna work for your money, dog. Mega. You're really gonna work. Big time. Alright, now I'm an idiot. I'm talking and I'm not focusing on what I'm doing. I have to fix this. So this is gonna be changed to P1. See, this is actually pretty easy. I mean, this is simple. Simple fix. It's kind of cool having them lowercase because I don't know. It makes the whole like line easier to look at. You know, it's kind of good that it jumps out at you, but it's also kind of cool when it just blends in too, like this. Like when it's all lowercase instead of, you know. Yeah, it kind of like normalizes the string. I don't really know how to describe it, but it makes it easier on your eyes, I guess. In this strange way. I would have never thought that. So we're just changing all these to, and I don't need to review these. Like yeah, dude. See, there I go, being lazy. I'm like, oh, I don't need to review it. Next thing you know, I broke something. So let's do this the right way. Okay. So we got P1. Okay, cool. Alright, let's keep going here. I mean, this is real petty stuff. I don't really need to be wide awake for this, but I just hate being like having that exhausted feeling. It's all that physical work I do, it really wears you out, and then I go to the gym and I'm kind of like bouncing back from, I don't know, I call it like the flu or something from my kids. You know, kids, they always get sick. And they gave something to me, and whatever it was pretty bad. When I get sick, I'm like the kid that gets sick and like gets really sick, you know, like I get sick more severely than I would say most people. Why did it not just, okay, so change, see, I'm still paying attention, sort of, but I got sick, I get sick bad, like I get severely sick. Like if a regular dude gets sick for like 2 days, I'm gonna be sick for like 4 or 5 days. That's just how it always has been for me. That little kid that gets sick, that was me. I get sick a lot when I was younger. I don't get sick as much now, but when I do get sick, it's usually pretty bad. They call it like the man flu. Like, you feel like you're dying. That's me. I'm that guy. I had to call in to work a couple days, but the hurricane hit, so it was kind of convenient. I was able to call in without like, I didn't feel bad because honestly, I was wanting to call in anyway. So like me being sick just made it, you know, like easier. And I don't ever call in. I used to. I used to call in a good bit, but in like the past, I don't know, year and a half, I've probably only called in a, a few times. I really don't miss days. Can't afford to. Oh yeah, I don't think I posted my stream. I don't really care honestly because I'm gonna be I'm gonna be I'm gonna be I'm not gonna be streaming that long, but it is what it is. I guess I'll post it. I really do this for me. It's just like talking through it helps me to feel more willing to do it first off, and it makes me just, I think it helps me to like figure out what I'm doing whenever when I talk through it. I don't really know how to explain it, but it just works. It helps me solve my problems. Alright, let's go to the next one. I feel like I skipped something there, but I don't think I did. Okay, well, let's undo and then redo just to make sure we're correct here. Yeah, like I'm afraid what if it grabbed a P2 instead of a P1, you know? I trust it really, but I really don't trust it at the same time. You know? 100. Oh, of course. Yeah, this is progression. This is gonna be the big one. Oh, see what I just did? That's okay. And actually, I'm just gonna change all this real quick. This is gonna be lowercase. Yeah, all this is gonna be lowercase. See what I just did? See that? I put L1 game. Good thing about Python is, and I don't really know any other languages. I mean, I know HTML, CSS, and a little bit of JavaScript, but that's not like real programming languages. Well, JavaScript is, but anyway, I don't really have a lot of experience with them, so I don't know if other programming languages like catch those errors like that and crash. I mean, I would guess it would make them crash. I don't see how it, you know, like if you make certain mistakes, you can't run it without fixing them. Like at least in Python, if you make certain mistakes syntactically or whatever, like it will crash, give you a bug report or a traceback, and it will tell you like exactly where it broke down. I'm sure there's probably at least a few languages that aren't like that. See this? This might have to be case sensitive. This might have to be the case sensitive. This might have to be case sensitive. I need to review this on 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna do Control Shift F real quick for it. Okay, so we have different returned the deal. And this is to the draw 3. And then the draw 3 checks. Oh wait, return the deal. But like this. Oh, this is for if testing is true. Oh, okay, yeah, we're probably never gonna use that. I mean, we might use that again, but I'm gonna leave that. I'm not gonna mess with that one because I just don't think I need to modify that. That's like, and I'm pretty sure if I were to leave it capitalized and not like lowercase, I think it would still work. I don't think it matters as far as Python syntax. Like, I don't think it distinguishes. I don't think it checks is case sensitive when it's checking for like class instances that you're typing out. If you type it in all caps versus like all lowercase, I think it'll work either way. Now this is an actual return. This is not a testing thing. This is like a legit. So we'll change that one. I should probably go ahead and change those, but I'll leave them just in case. You never know, like. I don't know why I wouldn't change it, but you gotta be careful. I'm trying to be careful. It's hard to balance being careful and being fast and efficient, you know? So I'm gonna change all these. I guess I'm being careful just by like going through these one by one and not just changing all of them. Because I'm telling you, there's almost always a little standout scenario where it's like, oh, I forgot about this, you know? And next thing you know, you're looking like a real ass because you created a bug that took you 2 hours to debug that took 1 second to create. Okay, so now we can change this to, well, no, we're okay. Well, we're actually, hold on. I don't know if we're actually done. Let's check this again. No, we're not done. So we have these 4. And you know what? I'm actually gonna change these because I don't use testing anyway. Like, I'll notice it whenever I mess with it, you know. So I'm not gonna trip over right now. We're gonna do P1, all this global P1, changing this, bam, 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 bam. All right, keep going. So now we're in setup. Oh, I didn't review and undo my changes. There goes my back. It's weird. It just started hurting me like literally out of nowhere. That's why I made that sound. My back just like starts bothering me. It's something about like sitting in this position. Because when I walk around and stuff and like work physically, it doesn't bother me. It's when I'm done working and I sit down and relax. That's when it bothers me, which really sucks, you know? It's like the work is what causes the pain, but when I sit down, that's when I feel the pain. If I just didn't sit down, I wouldn't feel it. So it's like, just don't rest. You know? Duh. Easy solution. So we're gonna change this to P2. Ooh. Yeah, dude, I'm sleepy. Like it's on me. It's on me. felt kind of tired at the gym. Um, yeah, like I said, I think it has something to do with me bouncing back from this cold that I have had. I like it's still lingering just a little bit in me. It's still there. I really could have been safer and just searched for capital P. But then I would have had to search through all these other like cap uh capital P's that like, you know, might not have been related to what I was actually looking up. Man, I hope I'm not messing nothing up doing this. Just gonna change it to lowercase p2. And here we go, so now we're at progression. So like honestly, we're getting almost done with this project. I've been feeling like I was gonna be almost done with this for so long. Honestly, I wanted to quit this project so many times, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This was actually like the hardest thing. I mean, other than being a dad, obviously, but like being a good dad anyway. I don't even know if that's as hard as this. Like I hate to say that. Like you really have to be like a surgeon. Like you're a digital surgeon. You can't make mistakes. If you make mistakes, like the name of the game in coding is just do it right the first time. And that almost never happens. I've refactored pretty much like this entire project. Like, I mean, all the code in the project at least a couple times, man. Then again, this was my first real big project, and it started off as a text-based game, and then like I converted it to a pseudo two-player game, and then I was like with actual visuals, and then I was like, you know what? I want to convert it to an actual like real two-player game that you can play on the internet, like a real online multiplayer game. And that was when it got very like it was already difficult in its own way, but doing the client server interaction and the data transfer from the server to the client and dealing with multiple threads interacting with each other, so hard, dude. I see why these dudes get paid so much money, because this shit is like not easy at all. And it just takes so much time. Just to do something simple, man, it just takes a long time. I've gotten a lot faster though. Like I could, if I were to start the project from scratch today, with the knowledge I have now, I could probably accomplish what I've like get up to this point in the project in like half the time. Because honestly, half the time I spent like learning things that I just didn't even know how they worked. I was learning as I went. Um, I don't need to worry about old features. So that's all for P2, I think. For a while I was actually in game, remember? I was doing P1 for game. So like we did it. P2 and then let me just hit enter just to make sure. Kissed by a Rose. This is from Batman, one of the Batman movies, right? It's actually a pretty song. Yeah, some of those, this is Vitamin String Quartet. Some of their stuff is really good, and some of it is, I don't mean to be a hater, but just like some of it is kind of cringy. Some of it is very good. Alright, so now we got locations. This one's gonna be locate. Change this to be Control Shift F to find all instances of with the lowercase loser. Um, yeah, lowercase L for loser. Locations dot locate. Why do I do it like that? Why don't I just import Wait a second. Why do I do it like that? Import locations. Why do I do it like that? Why don't I just... Why do I not just refer to this as locate? Like why don't I just import locate? Let me go and look at this real quick. Cause is it a it's not an it's not a yeah, there's literally no reason for me to refer to it in this way. Where am I? What file was I on? Somebody help. Help. Um No, for real though, I don't... Okay, I was right here, cool. Oh shit. Oh shit. Uh-oh, this has got to be from Dark Cloud. So what we're gonna do here is not be a weirdo and just use locate dot instead of locations dot locate. And we're gonna have to go up here and we're gonna say from locations or locate. Okay, I think so. Here we're gonna just change this to be locate dot decloc. And this we got a bunch of them in here, so we're actually gonna do control F, and we're gonna find them one by one. We got a bunch of them. We got a bunch of them. The caffeine's kicked in, boys. The caffeine has kicked in. See this? Location.locate. Why would I do that? Nah, bro. We just do locate. Do we do the same thing here? No, we import locations here, so we're good. I feel like I'm getting a little bit sloppy here. Like I'm not really paying attention. You know what I mean? This is light work for me, though. This is light work for anybody. This is literally light work. This was so unnecessary, actually. It was actually unnecessary. I didn't need to do this. But I actually like it now. And now if somebody reviews my code, they're gonna be like, hey, look at him. Look at him. He's Pythonic. To the PEP8. Or, you know, whatever they call it, the PEP. know what PEP stands for. It's like practices, expected practices. Probably wrong. I'm bad with acronyms. I'll be getting the acronyms wrong, but I know what it means. acronym refers to verbally, but I know what it means. I mean, that's gotta count for something, right? Yeah, see all this code? Look at all my code, look at it. Look at how bad it is. Honestly, it's a miracle that this thing even exists. It's a miracle. I'm sure a professional Python programmer would look at my code and just be like, damn son, where'd you get that? Damn son, why'd you do that? Like, but I think if most programmers are honest, they feel the same way about their old code, like even after they're good. I think even after they're good, coding is just one of those things where you, I don't know, man, like you always get better and then you always look back and be like, why did I do that way? You don't realize you're tired in the moment, and then you like review it when you're not tired and you're just like, okay, yeah, I could have done better there. Alright, so we took care of that. So now we can so we're done with locations. But func dictionary, didn't we go through func dictionary? Why do we assign this? Okay, so we reference funcdict through locate. I need to make sure we always reference it that way, because see, I'm not, well, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter actually. Like, we can just change this line to say locate dot instead of locations dot. You know what I mean? Right? Like, it's the same object. It's not the same object. It's doing the same thing. There's only one locations instance. Assigning locations funcdict in essence is assigning it to the class which assigns it to the instance. Why would we not just explicitly assign it to the instance? Unless we are, the only reason that we wouldn't do that is if we're referencing it via locations, because in that case we're going to be looking for something that doesn't exist, because at this point it doesn't exist at the class level. It only will exist at the change from being a game class adder to being a location class adder to avoid okay. Well, this is not a locations class adder. Well, it's not a class adder, it's an instance adder. See, I have to be very precise when you're doing coding, like with your language, obviously, duh. It's literally what it is, a bunch of alphanumeric characters strung together. Of course, they have to be perfect. Okay, so locate equals locations, that's fine. From locations, import locations. But why do we need to do that? See, look at this. Since we fixed all the weird variation with that, now the only place where we refer to location is a now like obsolete import. We don't actually we don't need it. It's obsolete. Obsolete. I love that word, dude. There we go. Okay, so we did it. So we finished the locations file. I can't believe I'm actually like still able to keep track of where I'm at. Usually my memory is quite terrible, like a goldfish. That's why I have to write everything down. So empty save pickle file is actually not a class, so we don't have to worry about that one. And network is camel case, and then we have n equals network. So we actually did the right thing with n being network. So we don't have to worry about that because I already know it's going to be lowercase everywhere. So like we can just skip that one. And yeah, I'm not being lazy. Like I actually think I'm doing everything right here. So player. All right, now this one though, we're gonna. We might have fixed all these inadvertently by changing. Like we already did P1 capital P1 searches because of P1 game. It uses the same alphanumeric P1. So as you can see, yeah, we've already taken care of that. And then let's just check P2 just to be sure. And all these, this 44041, 47649, those are temp files. Those are like, what are they called? Not log files. They're cache file, like when you PyCache files, I think. Anyway, just if you're curious about that, progression doesn't have a class, so we don't have to worry about that one. Server does though, and so server, there's only one instance. Yeah, right here. Okay, so we're good. Oh, but we're not supposed to use the same name. This is gonna be the last one because setup doesn't have a class. So all we have to do now is change server to be. This one's gonna have to be. We're gonna have to be careful with this one because there's so many results. How can I do this otherwise? I know what I can do. I can do the server here, and then right here we can do server dot. Am I doing this right? Server dot. Yeah, server dot. So signed in server by what am I doing? In the case match. Does it have to be case match? I don't think it matters. So this should take care of all those instances, right? Because we're talking about server as a class instance. We're trying to change it to the server. Think. So server pi though, we don't want to change that because that's what the file's called. Assign it true in server pi. Okay, that's fine. Server pi, that's fine. Okay. I'm sure there's a way to make a search that excludes certain things. Like as a matter of fact, I know you can do that. I've never done it though. But what is this, like regex? Maybe using regex, regular expressions, you can do that. I'm pretty sure you actually can do that using regex. I need to learn that, honestly. If you want to be a real God mode assigning current player and other player to either server So this is changed to the server. So what we're gonna do here, Control F, and we're gonna search for server dot, and we're gonna certain of those server dot. So, but we have to be careful. So this is referring to the server instance, which means we do want to replace this one. Same thing there. That's server pi. We don't want to replace that. Don't want to replace those. Okay. Don't replace these. Don't replace that. Don't replace. Now this one, we do want to. We do want to replace this. We do want to replace this. The server dot. Okay, cool. I really like this song. Whatever this is. That's dope. Every now and then I find like one that I really like, and that's one of them. Okay, cool. We're done with that. Assign server pi. Okay. Why am I doing like? No, I don't want to do it like that. I want to go from the global search over here, whatever you call it. Server pi. Server pi. Okay. Server pi. All right. Okay, so we changed all these. This is the server file that we just did. Let's just review them. So the server, bum bum bum. All right, keep going. Here we go. The server. And then this is gonna be old features test. Everything after old features is we don't have to worry about it. Alright, so I think that's it, right? Because we did server and then setup would be the last one. Yeah. So hopefully I was really careful there, even though I felt like I wasn't. I just changed like a lot of references, and I probably shut up when I was doing that instead of talking. But I think I'm confident. I don't think I messed anything up. So let's run the script and run the other script. I'm sure we might hit a little crash after all those changes. Look at that, no crash. Cool. So now let's do M, and I'm gonna call it quits like right after this. So J's ready to play Canasta. What about M? We got that delay here, so it's gonna take a hot minute. There he goes. He's ready. Yeah, this is online right here. It's online on my network, but eventually it's gonna be online, like fully. That's the goal anyway. To where it's really just to show, as an employer, like, look what I can do. You know, nothing speaks louder than actions, right? So if they can see, like, wow, this guy really put in the time and effort, like he has the proof. Like, look at what he made. Oh, we got a crash. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. I must have messed something up. It shouldn't have crashed there. Send other. Oh shit, what did I do here? What the hell did I do? What is all this? Why is it receive change attribute list, game state, main, your double 11 cards, skeleton deck, skeleton player data. Okay. How come this wasn't showing before? Kinda confused right now. Oh man. See, this wasn't showing before. What is this showing? Skeleton player data append. So this is all the appends to the hand. And you know, it wasn't showing this stuff before. Why wasn't it showing this before? Because it should have showed this. But now, what is this? Append? Skeleton player data append to the hand. Skeleton deck pop. So it's appending to the hand and then popping from the deck over and over again. Is it the same card? What is it doing? It's appending to the hand and it's popping from the deck. What does that mean, bro? What does that mean? What does that mean? Why would it do that? Appending to the hand. Alright, Josh, think, bro. Think, bro. Alright, I'm gonna take a little bit more caffeine. Just a little bit. I think that should be good. Alright. Now. Honestly, I'm just gonna run the script again. Because. Damn, what did I do? That's not good, man. It was working before I did whatever I just did. I shouldn't have made so many changes at once. That was a mistake. I got a little too cocky there. Hopefully I didn't really break something. That's gonna take me like a significant amount of time to debug. Oh shit. Damn. Okay. Don't freak out. Just look at this. Let's just look at this. Let's open this up a little more. Let's open this, make it bigger so it'll expand, and then we can look at this. It's not gonna change though, is it? Damn it. Oh well. So we have deck, skeleton deck, pop. Deck, skeleton deck, pop. So why is it? It's popping. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Popping from the deck. And then it's appending to the hand. Game state main. Game progression text, you are dealt 11 cards, and then we have pop from the deck 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Why is it 12? So it should just be 11. No, I thought that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12. And then we have skeleton player data append 1. Then we pop from the deck again. And then we... So we have 2. And why do we still keep popping from the deck? What's up with that? Oh, because this is for both players, right? So this is going to be 11. It's doing for both of the players, so it should be 22. You know what I need this to do? I need this to be printed out line for line. I am honestly at a complete loss right now. I have no idea what the problem is. And I'm wondering, why is this one so long, but this one is so short? But all these are... Okay, because this is other client. I see. I got you. Okay. Alright, I understand that part. Right, so it does send everything properly. I see. It's just crashing. Why is it crashing though? Servers, like, what part of the game is it crashing at? Oh, here we go. I'm an idiot. I'm dumb. Dumb, guys. Don't be dumb. Don't be like me. Don't assume. Scroll through. Zoom out first. Look at the big picture. Scroll through your whole traceback. Don't look at the end of your traceback and be like, oh, let me look at this little number here. Nah, dude. Look at your whole traceback. Look at the whole thing first. Because look at, this was the problem. Bam. This. So apparently, P2 game as capital does crash. So it's case sensitive. Let me show you. I didn't think this was the case. So let's go to we're gonna do class CLS, and then we're just gonna say def init self and pass, and then we're gonna do, we'll create C1 equals CLS, and then we're gonna say print C1, and let's see, is it gonna find C1? Okay, so it does matter. See that? I was wrong. I said I didn't think Python like would not recognize it. So let's switch it up. Let's do capital C1 and then reference it as lowercase c1 and see if it throws there. Ah, so it is case sensitive. I was wrong. Um, I'm still learning, obviously. I didn't know that. That's new to me. So I'll just call this Python case sensitive class instance. Well, this might apply to like variables too, right? Like if we just say x equals 1 and then say print capital X. Yeah, dude, it's case sensitive. So this is an entire like just it's case Python is case sensitive, meaning if you assign lowercase x, so like lowercase x and then capital X, let me see this, watch. So we have lowercase x and then we're gonna have capital X equals 2. So we can print both of these. These are two different objects. Damn, I did not know that, dude. That's insane. I'm not gonna lie. I did not know that. Well, that does make sense though, because it's a different like memory address, like a different like bytecode. It's all based on bytecode. So like the bytecode string or whatever conversion of like the number 1 is like X, or the letter A is like X01 or something like that. So if it's a capital A, it's got to be different. It'll be like X11 or something. So that does make sense actually. Now that I really think about it, pretty cool. Didn't know it. So Python case sensitive definitions, and this would just say 9/18/24. Python is case sensitive if you define a variable, class, instance, etc. and reference it with mismatched casing, it will throw a name error. You can have two variables with the same letter, or two variables. Well, I don't need to put that. That's like whatever. Yeah, that's enough. Anyway, so learned something new today too. Cool. And so let's go and fix that issue. So this was at line, let's go all the way back up here. So this is all supposed to be here, actually, all this stuff. But it wasn't printing before, which is kind of weird. I'm like, why wasn't that printing before? I thought I had those enabled already, but I don't remember seeing those print out. Where are we at? Where are we at here? All the way up here. Alright. So we're in line 37 of... So it looks like I didn't... 37. P... Ah! Got me. Got me, see? It's because it's dynamically assigned. See that? Tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Alright, let's try this again. Let's run the script. See if we have another like instance of that. Man, I was starting to get nervous, bro. I was like, what did I do? We're not out of the woods yet, though. Can't open. CD Canasta main. Server. Okay, we're running the server. We're gonna run the client. Let's go back over here. We're gonna Why do we have all these different terminals? These are not the right terminals. There we go. That's why. I was in the wrong cluster of Okay, I don't know if that was bugged or not. That seemed kind of bugged. That didn't look right to me. I might be wrong though. You know, the delay kind of makes things sort of wonky as far as the progression text here. The progression text is the text that displays, you know, at the bottom here, the stuff you read as you progress through the game. Thus, the progression text is what it's called. Okay. See how it does that? It deals one of them 3, and then it goes and deals the other one 11, and then it's going to go back and finish and deal him his other 8 cards. Kind of weird how it does that, but it's not like, there's nothing wrong with it per se. It's just, that's like an aesthetic issue. So let's draw from the stack and see, and I'm probably going to call it after this. I'm feeling a little weary of the coding right now. It is hard work. It doesn't look like hard work, but it requires a lot of brain power. It will wear you down. Plus, just sitting down like this makes me sleepy. I don't know about you guys, but I usually take like a 5 to 10 minute break every hour to like walk around. And oh, we got a crash. Okay. Unbound local error. Cannot access local variable lock where it is not associated with a value. Okay. See, cannot access local variable lock where it is not associated with a value. So this is game object arg game object none, data transfer function, and then data transfer doesn't pass lock. Cal 2. Okay. Okay. Wait, game object arg or game object. Line 130 and data transfer function. Let me go see that real quick. 130. It says lock is, so in this case lock was not assigned. But why would, so what was the cal object int is equal to self ID? And it's saying that self ID. Oh. So it's trying to, in custom append list at line 133, it's using the self ID. But I thought we assigned the self ID. Do we not? We do. So it's originally assigned to, oh, I know why. It's because It's something's not capitalized correctly. Something is not right with the P1 and the P2. Yeah, something's not right. Because, well, obviously something's not right, ass. What I mean more specifically is something is not right specifically with the card group name here. So this means that somewhere a custom append list is being assigned let me get card group name. Okay. Okay. Card group name. And where is card group name gotten from here? Card group name is gotten from found it. Got his ass. Okay, so this is another instance of this. See this shit right here? Let me control shift F. Here we go. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fix this once and for all. See though, see how long it can take to debug a little it took me 1 second to make, well, I could have noticed that this was gonna be a bug. See this? Now these have to be lowercase p's. That's the problem. Throw them p's up. I mean p's down. Before it was p's up, now it's p's down. So this one's got to be p down. Matter of fact, I'm dumb. Why don't I just do capital P and then caps lock search? There we go. Now you're using your fucking brain. That's it? Okay, cool. So that should be it now. So those bugs that were just showing themselves, bugs that I just created that were associated with the caps lock capitalization issue. Right. One more. I'm really like cut it. I need to cut it. I'm gonna push a little further though. Alright, J. Alright, M. Let's wait for... There he is. Come on. Alright, there we go. And I know, bro, this looks so archaic. This is like some... This is from like Windows 97. I picked Pygame because Pygame is like... I could have used Godot, which was new at the time. Like, I actually didn't know about Godot until I had already like started this project and was a good ways in. And I was like, man, I am not gonna do this project with a different game engine just like for looks. It's not for looks, you know. It's to show off my technical abilities. It's not to look good. You know what I mean? It's really not. I'm not gonna make it look good. I'm not gonna fight to make it look good. I just want it to run, you know? To where it's like, damn, that dude actually made an online multiplayer game that works by itself. That's his first big Python project. That's pretty awesome. I know there's one guy on YouTube, the Fluffy Potato, and also Tech with Tim. Shout out to Tech with Tim. He's actually the one who really got me like inspired to really go deeper with Python. I would watch his like 12-hour streams and stuff. I wouldn't actually watch like live. I don't watch live streams. I just watch recordings. But I saw, you know, he did some Pygame like tower defense games and stuff. He, and as a matter of fact, like I used his like outline for a client server relationship framework to at least to start this project. And yeah, so shout out to Tech with Tim. I watched the Fluffy Potato. The Fluffy Potato dude, he actually makes like games that he sells. I don't know if he sold games that are made in Pygame, but some of those pixelated games actually look pretty good using Pygame. Like if you're into pixelated games, which I actually kind of like pixelated games. I like the aesthetic, but nonetheless, I could use Unreal Engine 4 or whatever, and it would look beautiful. But it's really it's really like what's going on in the back that I'm worried about. I'm not really worried about how it looks. I feel like I did this. Was I just talking and did I make a play already? Am I like tripping or did I make a play? I did. Yeah, I did make one play because now it won't let me click these 4 cards, which is actually cool. I know it's not cool to see a bug, but if you notice, this is the same 4 cards. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The 5th through 8th card. It is on the second attempt for a play. It won't let you play them. So I much prefer concrete bugs, constant bugs, than intermittent bugs, because a concrete bug means it's probably something just like coded incorrectly in the sense that it's like, I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. It's not related to network and latency and like the order of data application, which are much harder to diagnose and fix than um, like these sort of logical, I guess you could just call these logical bugs. Logical bugs are fairly easy to find and fix. It's like condition, data order application, intermittent bugs, those are the real demons. And you can see there's definitely some more bugs with making second play attempts. These have been around for a while. Now it only says that I have 1 card in my hand. So I'm gonna have to dig deeper into this. Now it only says I have 1 card, but all these other cards that are in pre-sorted should actually be in the hand, and it should allow me to click them.